So this session is from a special demand from Naushad. So he wanted to know more about project estimation. So I thought let's all discuss about it. Okay, is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So let's see what is estimation, what is project estimation, and how we do estimation in traditional project as well as agile project. Okay, what are the different approach, and what is the difference between both kind of estimation, and like what is advantage, disadvantage, everything we will discuss. Okay, so first we need to understand the nature of both the kind of project, and what are the things we need to take care when we do project estimation. So as we all know, when we talk about traditional project, in traditional project, time and cost is uh, time and cost is variable, feature or scope is fixed. Opposite to agile project, in agile project, cost and time is variable. Cost and time is fixed, and functionality is variable. So in that case, if I take an example of a traditional project, like suppose if I have to perform one project where 100 features need to do, uh, then in that case, uh, if I compare this with agile project, project budget is fixed for agile project. So when we do estimation, we need to take care of all these aspects, because this is the important aspect when we do estimation. So we usually don't require to do like we don't require to do rigorous estimation in agile project, because here project budget is already fixed. Then you don't require much estimation, because you already defined, okay, I have 1 lakh rupees and we have to complete entire project in 1 lakh rupees only. You have already one set of team, like for example, one scrum master, one product owner will work, two Java developer will work, and two tester will work. You have 5 team member. You already know the salary of these 5 people. Basis on that, you know, okay, your per sprint cost is this much, and you have capacity of run 6 sprint. Let's say example, you have capacity of like 6 lakh rupees project budget you have, just means you know you have capacity to expend 6 lakhs rupees, and every month your team is expending 1 lakh rupees is team expenditure. It means 6 sprint you can run. So it's a very simple forward calculation in agile project. But main thing is main estimation part came into the picture in traditional project, where it is a fixed bid project. Many a time some fixed amount is already mentioned, scope is fixed, and you have to complete your project, entire project, in that fixed amount. Okay, in that case you need to uh, do estimation rigorously, and you need to do some backward calculation, like how you need to complete entire project in that uh, piece of work. Okay, so let's see some other consideration, like for example, different types of contract also impact your project estimation. The way you sign a contract with your vendor or with your partner, that that also impact your estimation. So let's see what are the different steps of project estimation. Let's see one by one. So these are the processes defined in PMBOK 6. I have referring this PMBOK. It's a Project Management Institute guide, a reference book. You can refer all these processes in this book. I have extracted all these information from this book, and this is the standard way of doing estimation. And across industry, everyone following this. Okay, when we talk about traditional project management. Okay, so when we planning to do estimation, first we have to understand the scope of the project, because if a scope of the project is not defined very clearly, then it is very difficult to do estimation in traditional project, because if you keep adding new scope, then your existing estimate will change. And if that will change, this will change everything. It will change project budget, fund allocation, everything will impact. So scope should be defined very clearly in fixed bid project, in a traditional project. Okay. So these are the steps which we need to follow. Number one step is plan scope management. This is the planning process. And in this step, we understand how we are going to do defining the process, how we are validating the scope, how we are controlling the scope, what are the guidance and direction of scope management. So this is just a planning. We are here, we are not doing anything. Here we are here in this process, we are just planning how we like planning of planning. It means how we are going to do scope management. This is what we are planning here. Okay. Second step is collect requirement. Like whatever you have to do in this project, you have to collect everything. Like, okay, yeah, let's take example of Amazon. Okay, Amazon.com. Let me open side by side that. Just give me 1 minute. Let's suppose we are working on development of Amazon.com. Okay. So we need to understand every small requirement about this project. What are the functionality we are going to provide? What are the things user will do? Who all are different stakeholders and what is their role in this project? Everything we need to understand the requirement. Here, if you see the requirement, like there are a lot many functionalities are there. You need to capture the order, you have to do some search operation, you have cart, you have product listing, lot many requirements are there. So first phase is you need to understand every requirement, every small requirement, whether it's a big requirement or a small requirement. Okay. So again, business requirement is requirement is divided into multiple part, like business requirement, stakeholder requirement, solution requirement, again functional requirement, non-functional requirement, security requirement, performance requirement, quality requirement. Lot many things are related to requirement. So you need to understand requirement thoroughly. Once you collect requirement, and you will do it, you will not do it alone as a project manager. Entire team will help you to collect the requirement. You will again connect with business analyst. Business analyst will connect with the end customer. From everywhere, you will connect with architect, you will connect with performance engineer, you will connect with quality engineer. You will collect requirement from everyone. That's why this phase itself sometimes take a lot of time. Sometimes it takes 1 month or 2 months of time. Even project is big, it will take even more than that. Okay. So second step is collect requirement. Third step is define a scope. Okay. You have collected, maybe thousands of requirement, but it doesn't mean everything will be part of project, or everything should be part of project. Customer will decide, okay, you have collected 1000 requirement, but we don't have that much budget, and we are not going to provide you budget to incorporate all the thousands requirement. Maybe you need to prioritize that requirement. When you need to filter out that requirement, you need to take a consensus from customer. Okay, out of this 1000 requirement, we need only these 500 requirements, we need only these 400 requirement, which we consider it as a definition of a scope. Okay, this is what we consider. Okay, these are the 500 things are out of the scope of the project, and these are 500 things are within the scope of the project, and this is what work we are going to do this in this project at this moment, or in this phase. Okay, maybe later on in phase 2 or phase 3, maybe you can add those requirements, but in phase 1, which you are going to start work on phase 1, these are the only requirement we will cater. Okay. Then you need to define high level project deliverables. These are the output of these processes. Okay. So in project scope statement, there are five of sorry, four part of project scope statement: project scope description, project deliverables, acceptance criteria, and project exclusion. What is not in the project is also part of this document. So first you define project scope. Okay, let me show you project deliverables, how project deliverables will look like. So if I take the example of Amazon.com, these are our deliverables. If let's assume you are part of your team is going to develop Amazon.com. So these are the searching functionality, uh, product listing, cart. These are the selected functionality by user, and they said, okay, you need to work on these deliverables only. Okay, so let's see one example of project deliverables. So I have created this project deliverables from Amazon.com. So these are high level project deliverables. These are the approved functionality approved by customer, which customer asked for, which customer required for, demanded for. Okay. Once you completed your project scope statement, this we have completed step 3. Okay. Once you completed project scope statement, then we baseline it. Okay, this is what we are going to do. So it's a what gives us what create this scope baseline approval from customer. Once this is approved, then it's become a scope baseline. Okay, here you need to again divide these deliverables into work breakdown structure. Like, okay, this is the deliverables, these are the work for these deliverables. Like these are the things which these are the part of this deliverables. Okay, maybe one deliverable is little big. Let's take example of product listing. Product listing is little big. Again, you need to divide this into multiple part. Okay, then we call it WBS, work breakdown structure. So here once you completed work breakdown structure, it means you completed your scoping of the project. You defined what is required to do in this project. Now your estimation will start from here. Till here, you just define the scope. You define the boundary of the project. This is what we are going to do in this project. And this is the prerequisite of estimation. Once you completed these steps, then only you can start estimation. Till here, any doubt, any question?
So Abhishek, so all these estimation uh, can be done by anyone, or is a special dedication role for that
See, ideally,
in every organization?
the in traditional project management, estimation done by project manager. Okay, and we have not yet started estimation. We have till here we have just did a scoping of the project, which is prerequisite of estimation. So we defined scope, but project manager alone cannot do this because many a time project manager don't have that knowledge or that capability. So project manager will take help from business analyst, solution architect, or other senior team member who help us who help them to collect the requirement, define the scope, creation of project scope statement, and customer will also help them to sign off, provide the sign off of scope statement. Like, okay, this is what we are going to do this in this project. But yeah, primary responsibility is lying with project manager. Yes, no, sir. Any question, any doubt till here?
No,
No?
it's okay.
Okay. Let's move forward. Now, because scope is clear now, what we are going to do, what we have to do. Second phase is, yeah, I forget to show you example of WBS, work breakdown structure. So this is one example of work breakdown structure. Like we divide this high level work into a more smaller piece of work. Okay. So here scoping is complete. Now let's start project estimation. Okay. First, there is two type of estimation, cost estimation and schedule estimation. In first phase, we do schedule estimation, because if you don't complete your schedule estimation, then your budget like cost estimation will not come out. Okay, so what we do, like whatever project deliverables we define, we again divide that into multiple activities. Okay, this is what we have to do. For example, in this example, like I'm taking product listing example of Amazon.com. So to complete product listing work, there are many activities you need to perform. That those activities you need to list out. Again, project manager alone cannot do this. He or she will need help from team members. Like these are the activities I have defined just for example purpose. Like product listing is the main work which we have to do. And these are the activity list which we have to do in order to complete product listing work. Like for example, develop a table to capture the product, develop a API to interface with database, create a UI for capture details of the product, perform CORD operation on database, create an approval screen. These are the activities, I've just given you some example. That might be you need to perform hundreds of activity in order to complete one work. You need to take care of every activity. So you can, if you miss any activity, it will impact the correctness of your estimation. So maybe sometime you need to brainstorm with your team. You need to take input from everyone, every team. That's why your activity should be precise. Yeah, I can understand like 100% accuracy is not possible all the time, but try to be accurate, try to be, include all the activities as much as possible. Okay. Then second step, once you define the activity, then second step is sequencing of activity, like what work you need to do first and what work you need to do second. Like for this example, mm, this work I have to do first, this work I have to do second, because my second work is dependent on my first work. Okay, so you need to sequence the activity. Like, okay, this is how you in the sequential order you will do. Okay, many a time you will have two activity in same sequence. You can keep sequence two for two activity. That is not an issue. Okay. Third thing we are going to do, that is we called precedence diagramming method. It means you need to define the relationship between two activities. Okay. This activity we are going to start after finishing of this activity. So there are four types of relationship. When you study PMP, when you study traditional project management, then you will come to know about all these things. But just for your understanding purpose, I'm explaining a little bit here. So there are four different types of relationship between activities. Finish to start, it means you will start one activity before finishing of a previous one. Finish to finish means you will finish one activity by the time you will finish first activity. You will finish second activity by the time you finished first activity. Start to start, it means you will start two activity together. And start to finish means you will start first activity once you finish the second activity. So these are the different uh, relationship between activities that you need to define here. Okay, when you use MS Project, in MS Project you can capture all these things. You can define the activity, you can sequence the activity, you can define the precedence diagramming method. It means you can set the relationship between those two activities or multiple activities. Once you completed this, it means you have completed sequencing and you have completed uh, PDM, precedence diagramming method. Then you will do estimation. Okay, how you will do estimation, because this is the thing we are trying to do. Okay, there are various method of estimation. Like analogous estimation, it means you will get the historical information from your previous project, and from previous project or from other team you will get the idea. Okay, this development of mobile, it's taking me 15 days of time. It means I have to develop one more mobile in new project. It will somehow will take 15 days of time. So this is the historical information you already have. You will utilize that information and you will give some estimation figure to that activity. So for example, here development of table to capture products, you already developed similar, you have already done similar kind of activity in previous project. And if you are using analogous estimation, in analogous estimation it took 1 day of time. You will define here 1 day of time as a duration estimate. Okay, maybe we can take other example. What are the different estimation techniques available? Because it might be possible you are going to work first time in the project and you have not developed table before. Okay, this is the first time you are going to develop, and you have to develop 10 tables, for example. Okay, this is not the only one table you have to develop. Then in that case, maybe somehow you got the idea, maybe from internet or from your colleague or from some other people, like, okay, usually one table usually takes 1 day of time for development, and you have to develop 10 tables. So you simply multiply 10 into 1. You have 10, you require 10 days of time for table development. For, like, I'm just trying to estimate the uh, estimate that table development activity. So it's a parametric estimation. Parametric estimation means you will simply multiply the things. Like, one more example, suppose you want to, you need to understand how much money it will take if you need to paint 10 feet by 10 feet wall, and you have knowledge like, okay, 1 feet by 1 feet wall painting requires 100 rupees time. Then you have that parameter available with you, that you can multiply that with 10 feet into 10 feet, and that picture will come out. Okay, so second way of doing estimation is parametric estimation. Third way of doing estimation is 3-point estimation. It's a different techniques of estimation. So in 3-point estimation, what we do, we have one formula. Formula is optimistic plus 4 into more likely plus pessimistic divided by 6. It means some, like, some work you feel, okay, this work will take 2 days of time if everything goes well. So this is one way of assumption. Second way of assumption, like, most likely it will take 3 days of time. That's why you are giving more weightage to this. We have multiplied this with 4 because we want to give more weightage to more likely. And pessimistic, it means somehow you are not very optimistic and you feel, no, it will take a lot of time. There is a lot of complexity with this work, and you defined, okay, 4 days of time it will take. Okay, when you joint these number and you divide this by 6, then this picture will come out, like 3 days of time will come out for this estimation. So we call it 3-point estimation. Here more weight is given to more likely. So this way also you can define duration. And fourth way of doing estimation is bottom of estimation. In bottom of estimation, what we do, we have already defined, we have already divided our work into WBS, and again, those work into a small work packages. We will calculate estimation of every work package, and that way we club estimation of all the work package. Then we will have estimation of that particular work breakdown structure. So this way, bottom of estimation we will do, like, at the bottom work we estimate, and that way when we join that amount, that number, then your estimation, top estimation will come out. This we call bottom up estimation. These are the 4 estimation techniques which we usually use for estimation purpose. And here you can define the estimation. Okay, estimation in terms of days, because here we are doing estimation for time, what timing it will require to finish the work. Same way we will also do estimation for money also, like same estimation techniques we used for money when we discuss how to do estimation. So here we have just estimated in the terms of days, how much time it will take. Okay, any doubt till here? Do you understand how we did estimation of timing, like how much time it will require to complete the work? Any question? No? Okay, then let's move forward. Now we have done 2 set of activity. Like, one set of activity is uh, fixing the scope of the application. Second type of activity we have completed. We have estimated the duration of the work, like how much duration it will take. Now it's time. Now it's time to do estimation in terms of costing, in terms of money. Okay, let's see how we do estimation of costing, because this is the end result which we are looking for. Yeah. So now we have duration estimate. Now we have ready. Now we perform same operation, same thing, same estimation technique on costing part. Like how much time, how much cost it will take.
चालू
Uh,
होंगे सरपंच
uh, Rohan, can you please go on mute? Yeah, thanks. Yeah. So once we completed the duration estimate, then we will do cost estimate. Same cost estimation we will do with all these techniques which we have just discussed. Analogous estimation, parametric estimation, 3-point estimation, and bottom-up estimation. And we mention cost of those activity here after doing these estimation. Once you complete the cost of estimation for one deliverables, then you can club all the deliverables, costing of all the deliverables together, and your project cost will be come out. Okay, so this is the way of doing estimation in traditional project management. Let me know if you have any question or any like if you want to understand any concept. Noshad, is it clear to you how we do this? We will also see one live example.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see one example how we do in real scenario, real life. So 1 year back, I did one project, that is site core upgradation project, and we need to upgrade Sitecore from 7 version to 9 version, and it's a lot many activity required to do in Sitecore upgradation project. It's a separate project. Project duration was 6 months, and we are the team of 6-7 developers, testers, and UI expert. And I got opportunity to do the estimation of that project. So first we defined what are the let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah. So first I defined all the activities which is required, high level activities. And for this, we did meeting with, many people, with developers, testers, UI people, customer, everyone we did. And we try to collect requirement as clearly as possible. What are the things we need to migrate? What are the challenges we have to face? What are the prerequisite of this migration? What are the acceptance criteria? What are the testing criteria? What is the non-functional requirement? Non-functional requirement? No, lot many things we discussed, and we came out with the different activities we need to perform. Okay. Then here I have applied 3-point estimation. Here you can see last 3 column, low, medium, and high. I have defined estimation of each activity in terms of days. And when you club all these things, the final number came at the bottom. So here you can see the final number it's came. Okay. So this way we calculated. So this is how we calculated. We calculated how much effort will required in terms of man hour for all these activities. Okay. So once your parameter is ready, then I did also connected with testing team and understand the requirement of testing team. These way I gather all the information. Once you have that information available, then you can do some parametric calculation, and you can have complete project estimation in your hand at the end. Okay. So this is easy method. This is not so difficult. Once you successfully divide your project into multiple WBS, and when you again multiple WBS, you will divide into multiple activity list. And if you apply some estimation technique, do some sequencing, and then apply some estimation technique. At the end, your project estimation will come out. Okay, so this is how we are doing estimation in traditional project management. Let me know if you have any question. Otherwise, we will see how we do in Agile. Okay, let's see how we do this in Agile. In Agile, I told you earlier, it's pretty simple. There is no much calculation required, because in Agile project, we already know the upfront budget cost. So in Agile project, we only need to do the manpower calculation, like cost of manpower. So here, let's take the example. Let's suppose you have 17 members. Abhishek is playing a role of a Scrum Master. Vikas is playing a role of Product Owner. You have 2 Java developers, you have 2 testers, and you have 1 DevOps. If you need to take, let's take example, your 60 members are 100% occupied in project. It means their weightage is 1. Okay. But your DevOps is not 100% allocated to your project. It means her weightage is just 0.5. Okay. Then you need to calculate total cost. Let me add 1 column here for total cost. Write a formula here. Your monthly cost multiply weightage. Okay. So your total cost is same, because this person is 100% allocated to your project. But if you see, your last total cost is just half, because this person is only 50% allocated to your project. Okay. Now, let's suppose you have 2 sprint in a month. Like let's take example, you have 15 days of sprint duration. It means you are going to execute 2 sprint per month. In that case, I need to divide this with 2. And when we take a costing of each, this is per sprint cost of each manpower, and this is per sprint cost for your whole sprint, for your whole team. Okay. So let's take one more example. Let's suppose you have a project budget of 1 lakh rupees. Let's take project budget 1 lakh rupees. Let's example right here. Let's keep 10 lakh rupees, not 1 lakh rupees. Okay. Then we need to see how much. So it's a simple calculation. We don't require any much calculation. So your per sprint cost is around 2 lakh rupees. So you can execute 5 sprint with this budget. Okay, so this is very simple calculation in Agile. Let me know if you have any question related to project estimation. Otherwise, I have completed my topic about project estimation.
So, suppose.
Yeah.
Uh, so we have estimated the cost estimation about the all team members. So, but margin will company will get on that part. Suppose I am getting a 1 lakh rupee per month, and we have similar way we have a 10 lakh rupees on a project. We are we are investing 10 lakh rupees per month on a project.
Okay.
So how cost company is estimating for that? Suppose one project should be completed in 1 month in a 2 sprint. or or we are estimating investing the 10 lakh rupees from the project team, from perspective of team.
Yeah, but what is your question? I understood your point, like, but I
So
didn't get your question.
how much we should get margin for that, so company will get benefit.
Yeah. So you are looking for like how to calculate margin,
Yeah.
project margin, how you become profitable. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So every project, see, project budget, like project estimate is already with you. Let's take example, you have 10 lakhs of project budget. Okay. Now, if you want to earn 40% margin on your project, okay, in that case, you need to add that amount in your final estimates, final estimation. Let's suppose if you are planning to earn 40% margin, then you need to add 4 lakh rupees in the final cost. Then it's become 14 lakh rupees, and you need to sell this project in 14 lakh rupees. That way you will earn 40% margin.
Okay, I'm just giving another example like that. Suppose we have two developers, but or we have a project as well. So I just Google on that and read out that we try to estimate 2 times or 3 times salary of a developer.
So these kind of benchmark is depend on company to company, Naushad. Some company ask for 50% of profit margin. Some company ask for 40% of profit margin. Like in my previous company, we usually mark 40% of margin. Okay. So again, it's depend how much is your company is asking for margin, and basis on that you need to calculate. You need to do backward calculation how you are going to uh, like what ways you are going to save money in your project, and how you will earn that margin. So you need to do backward calculation in that way. Like for this example, if you want to earn 50% margin, then you need to sell this project in 15 lakh rupees. Then only you can earn margin, because anyways 10 lakh rupees is the cost of your project. You cannot you know squeeze that. Okay, so in many companies there are marketing team, and you need to ask your marketing team, okay, sell this work in this amount, then only you will earn this much profit.
So the cost estimation, the same methodology apply for the development or for the support as well.
Everywhere. So this is what we have just discussed. This is from PMBOK, and PMBOK is not just for IT industry. PMBOK is across industry. Like same way you will do estimation for telecom project, same way you will do for civil project. This is the same way you will apply across project, across industry. And I told you I referred all these processes from PMBOK 6. You can also yeah, you can also refer PMBOK 6 if you want to know more about estimation.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Any other question, guys? Ajay, do you understand how to do estimation? And maybe you can do same way of estimation for your telecom project?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Then if we don't have any other question, we can close this session. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you, Abhishek.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Please, can you please share that Word document or Excel sheet to me?
Yeah. I will share Word document. I will share video recording as well of this.
An Excel
session.
document, I would just like to go through the examples.
Yeah, Excel document I cannot share because this is my organization repository, and that should not go out of organization.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.